Okay. So, finally back. I think I'm just gonna stick to the main quests here. We're running through as many as I possibly can. I apologize that I am more than late. Quite a few hours late, in fact. I got caught up at work,
Sebastian,
so
there you are.
I was hoping to see
wasn't
you.
able to
I was
actually
in the
come
3.6
and
after the
start
troll
till
attack
now.
and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I am
Seems he's working with Ranrock.
extremely
Ranrock
powerful.
is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this
A
portkey.
portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me.
Aren't you just
Whatever
kind?
it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Understood.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Very glad we could come to an agreement, sir. Okay, I'm also... Is it inventory or gear? I think it might be none of those. It's in my talent. I don't have a talent yet. Okay, never mind. Okay, Shabiashion. I really need that small little interaction of running
See there?
down.
That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying
My hair.
prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
I'm so glad that I am a prodigy when it comes to learning new spells. Because there's no way that you'd be able to remember every single one of these. Yeah, I know the spell works, but I gotta equip it first. And I guess I'll put it in that slot.
Quietly now.
Oh, and it auto-crouches me. Didn't remember that part, but... What? But you can't see us. Ah. Get absolutely fooled. Guys, look. The thing's moving. Okay. Almost got spotted. How about you go... Okay. Go over there. Thank you. Wow, that was a really loud door.
The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Ah, those are the books that I need to find for that one kid.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually. But it'll still be alright. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus
No,
on
you're
getting
all
the
good.
key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
I
You
didn't
distract,
end up
I get the
streaming
cue. Understood.
yesterday. I
I
had
said
things
I
that
get
came
you,
up and I
and I
just didn't
always
have the
keep my
time,
word.
but
Trust me.
the time before that we basically just did some more missions. Not too many. We're actually getting into the heap of everything now, finally.
Is someone there?
Where am I going? Yes, I was looking for that chest. Ooh, other side of fire. Never mind. Your finals? Which finals did you have? Yep, it's a stealth mission. I'm in the restricted area of the library. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm glad we came to a conclusion of neither of us noticing that.
Key. Here it is.
I'm glad she's very deaf, because I would have 100% been spotted.
That
Oh,
wasn't so difficult after all.
I guess
Now,
Sebastian can just
find
stand
that
there
book.
like nothing's happened.
Oh, that one's charmed to the
Revelio.
point. It is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Oh yeah, all the sneaking. And then every other mission after
Ghost.
that has the
don't let her see
option
you.
is not gonna it's not gonna happen. Ooh. I like never use stealth in games, so be a little rough later on. A lot more fighting.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
As
So
you
what
take
is it
it
you've been
off and then
looking for?
immediately go back into
I'm looking for a
invisibility.
cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
But I can research on my own. Don't need to concern
Revelio.
yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after.
You.
Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
That's what
You're
it
being
was.
awfully
Something was vibrating my controller. The chest spotted me. Oh.
We must remain unseen.
Okay, I see. An open area boss? Which boss?
Revelio.
I can collect those moon things later. Guess I have to talk to the janitor first. What? Did I not? Oh yeah, that's right.
Incendio.
Accio?
Levioso.
Levioso. I knew it was one of the ones I had. Oh, yeah, that guy. I didn't know that you could jump up and just go to the right of him.
Who have we here?
Oh,
Sebastian
Peeves.
Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty.
Looks like you're making a mess of
You'll get
things.
caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Jeez.
Oh,
He's like a
Blast
bratty
it, Jeeves!
brother
I've got
that's
to
just...
stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Don't get in trouble.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt.
Oh,
Now
thanks.
go. Good luck in your search.
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I'm glad you like
I
to
know just the spell
use
to repair
people.
it.
Very comforting. Not that one. Woohoo.
Repair it.
I actually got really upset. I was hoping I'd be able to play VR FNAF, but it's not working at the moment. Really annoying. Oh yeah, I've been keeping my eye on it. I still haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I want to. I'm going to. I just have to wait for my next paycheck and then I can actually get it. I am very... Yep, VR FNAF is. It's, what's this? Help Wanted. There's Help Wanted and Help Wanted 2. Help Wanted 2, I believe, is the newest FNAF game that has come out. It was giving me troubles though, so until I can get it up and running, I can't really make videos on it. Nice.
I need to wake up that rune over there.
Now wake up that room.
Revelio. Accio. Reparo.
Oh.
Leviosa. Incendio.
Oh, okay. I'm glad it was that simple.
Guards at the ready.
Oh. Like daycare kind of thing, or disciplinary? I guess my opinion would depend on like how old the kid is as well. Oh, daycare? That's fair. Before they're too much of little shits. I've always enjoyed welding. That's always been my fun thing, but... Okay, 5 to 7. That's pretty good. I personally do not have a lot of experience with taking care of kids, so I've like babysat a few, but that's about it. Maybe I need to hit it a lot of times. Maybe I'm just doing this completely wrong. Yeah. I definitely know that feeling. That's always fun. Oh. I see. Well, now that I got past that.
This
Yeah.
must be the way forward.
When they get all like
To where?
up and big, like, yeah, I can beat you. No problem. It's like, aha. You don't say. I believe this is, yeah, okay.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Not trying to find everything, but I do want to get some good stuff. Yeah, I could agree with that. It definitely feels like God of War every once in a while. I would say Dark Souls, but the movement feels a bit different. You don't really focus on leveling your character that much, like stat-wise. I guess you get your talents later, and those you can... Ow. And those you can choose, but that's just leveling up, I believe. It was alright. I was at work for a really long time. I had to stay late, which is why this is also coming out really late.
It is a book after all.
Or why I didn't start streaming until a lot later than normal. Kind of upsetting, but I can't really do anything about it. What about you? How'd your day go? It's just really annoying because I won't be able to stream for as long as normal either. But I'll try to make up for it. Ew. 3 hours of writing in French. Oh. I could not. I had to do like one class of it, and that was about all she wrote. Where I actually had to like stand up and present in front of a class and stuff. And then I just never touched it again. Oh, well, that's good. If your last one, then at least you're done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Put it in the past. Move on.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganoff, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
That's a lot of excitement.
Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can
Go kidnap
see
a
traces of
child.
ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper
If
training.
it can crawl, it can
Let us
brawl.
not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganoff.
Before I can train you to wield, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Ooh, someone's angry because they couldn't use a spell that they wanted to.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Sebastian!
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief.
That's fair.
Clearly detentions are insufficient.
With enough excitement.
I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Accio.
Got
There's
it.
so many
Only
books
4
in
more to
here.
go. Revelio.
You know what? Since I'm here, guess I can grab these right now. 4 of 15. Jeez.
Revelio. Accio. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Bed Wars Minecraft. Nice. I have not played that in a while. I wasn't very good at it. It's probably why I didn't continue to play it, but I still enjoyed playing it. I also played it on Xbox, so it's probably easier to get things done when you're playing on PC, or get a bit more control.
Revelio.
I also max out my sensitivity, so it's probably not helping.
Revelio.
There you are.
Revelio.
That's fair. I enjoyed playing the Hunger Games mode that was on there. That was always fun. Or, I don't think it was Bed Wars, but it was like you and a team would get spawned in, then you had to go mine for your stuff. Or like mine out the island that you were on, and then you could use that stuff to trade for other stuff to get better weapons and such. There's that, there's the spleefing.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
I'm not in trouble anymore for being in the
That's the last
library.
book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Okay. I'll just yeah, the Hunger Games is fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Now, whether or not I did good in it, it's a different story, but I enjoyed it. I don't tend to get really, like, pissed off at games for losing or for getting beaten a lot. Call of Duty, I could go, like, -80 and 4, and I would still be having a good time, but it just depends on what kind of gameplay I'm losing to, I guess. He's just like chilling out in the corner, camping. Or, you know, there's a hacker. Because those are always fun to come into contact with. The camping you just have to get used to.
Goblins working with
Figure out
rockwood.
ways to beat
Makes
it.
no sense. It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
I guess it also depends on how my day's gone. If I'm already annoyed, but normally I'm not like breaking controllers, smashing things, swearing. It's just
Sir, I was
I'm
able
gonna
to
switch to a
search
different
the restricted
game.
section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
But I also mainly played Call of Duty for zombies, so.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains.
That's fair.
Perhaps we can still
Having a
salvage
cat with
something
you is always
useful. It
nice.
may take some time.
Take some time to do some
I wonder
calming
why
pets.
It was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir.
My
I
buddies
saw 2 more memories
are
where I
a
found the
lot
book.
better at Call of
Another
Duty than I
pensive
am.
Godric's heart.
So
The man
I'm
we saw
always
before, Percival Rackham,
paired up
was
with
a professor
really,
here. The
really
first
sweaty
memory showed him
people.
and 3 other professors using ancient magic to
Normally
restore
when I go
Hamlet
in by
from the
myself,
drought.
I do pretty good,
Miriam
but
was right. And the second
I
memory?
got
In the
people
second, they were talking
drop
to a
shotting
student who
and
started as a 5th year.
slide
like I did.
canceling and
She could see
pixel
traces of
peeking
magic
every 3
too.
seconds.
Why those memories? Perhaps this
Bunny
book will
hopping
explain.
across.
Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll
By
want to
the
pay attention
day.
in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
How many days have
And don't
passed?
neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Yeah, like new spells. Like forbidden spells, one would say. Okay, what's my next main objective? I really don't like in this game, because I don't have a main objective. But if I wait a little bit, it's probably going to give me a main objective.
Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Yeah. Fortnite's always been an interesting game. I definitely don't mind it. I do, like, I used to play it all the time. I enjoyed it. It just got to the point where everybody was building skyscrapers in the matter of seconds, and it just got annoying. But when they brought the no building in, I actually went back and played it for a bit. But none of my buddies ever want to play that game, so I'm like, you know what? That's fair. There's also a lot of other games that I need to play through, or that I want to play through. So I've been working on getting through those. Like my Cypher Potter run. That was... Did I not select a quest? Enemy attacks by dodge rolling. On enemies. Oh, I just have to do that out in the world. Okay. Let's go to herbology. Yeah. People definitely take games way too seriously. I can get it if you're like a pro gamer and that's literally your job and you're there to show off your skills, but like some people take it too far. I try to get in just to have a casual game, and it doesn't matter. Since I played Sweats with my buddies, I'm paired up with Sweats when I go back in sometimes. It all depends on how the algorithm that they have working for it decides to go in. Fortnite's just people sitting up in towers. They hear a footstep and suddenly they're at the top of the world. Yeah.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here.
I crank 90s for it. That's not good to put on my resume.
A little treat for your auntie.
I shouldn't put that on my resume and be like, hey, you won't believe how fast I can build a base in Fortnite.
In our garden.
I'm extremely good at typing fast when it comes to gaming.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology
Cars are
is
busted.
knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular.
They've been like on and off, honestly. I haven't played it recently. I haven't played in like the past year and a half.
We will be acquainting ourselves with the
but I keep seeing trailers and stuff.
As the mandrake root.
Yeah, see what they're adding in.
Let's see if we can't make
I saw that they can grapple to the back of a car, and the car can drive off. And then the person on the back can like shoot as well.
Now, everyone.
That looked interesting.
Rip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a
Then there's
firm
also like
tug.
a racing mode that's in there. Where you just race people. There's the Lego mode, which also looked interesting. Yeah. I was also one of the people that turned on my
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty
the hearing
blanket,
thing, where if
putting
something
the
made a
mandrake
sound,
right
it would
at
have
ease.
a thing pointing in the direction of where the sound came from. Because
sorry
then
about
I could
that.
see where
Yours
people
was a
were
bit
running
mature, I'm
approximately.
All right then, off you go.
But even that's
Splendid work,
a
everyone.
bit too sweaty for my liking. I just did it because I got annoyed with
Now
people.
for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting
I also
tables.
had
You can all get
Turtle Beach headphones that had been using for like 5 years, so they were
Yes, Professor?
starting to break
Firstly,
on me and
well
weren't
done
that
with your
good.
mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already
And I got a
taking to
Steel
herbology like
series,
a
and
mandrake
now I
to
have the
fresh soil.
Astro A50s.
Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
Quite the
I already
upgrade.
have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance
Yeah,
my
now I gotta
staff
learn
this'll
all this.
arrangement. Niffler's
This
back.
leaves
How
restorative
to
properties make it a vital
plant.
ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Done. Once it can be harvested,
Let me just
your
interrupt
dittany
you,
will be ready to
talking
use
there,
in
Teach.
Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
The chomping cabbages bite? No. No, you're pulling my leg.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day.
Salutations.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you
Why are
the
you
Chinese
looking down?
chomping cabbages.
Hey,
Up these
listen,
stairs
my
to the front.
eyes are up.
But your lead.
I'm the lead. Aren't you supposed to be showing me around? Why am I leading? This is the way out. See, this is why I should not be leading.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
You gotta keep up if you're gonna talk to me.
Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Fair.
Wow.
That's fair.
Thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. Here we are. Home of the China. Grab a few. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the
Just
rest.
toss the cabbages at it. How do I equip? Oh, like that. And then just tap to throw.
Look at that. Well trained men, they can get their mouths on.
Oh, I can only have 3 out at a
Mum planted
time.
some in her
Interesting.
garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go
Boobo-tubers?
it alone,
Huh?
but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose
You're
they
right.
could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup.
Can't tell if he's
even
trying to
if it is
flirt
from
or
a
if he's
cabbage.
just an
It's
awkward
chaos
person.
out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them if you're
Imagine
keen.
being a dark wizard
plants
and
too.
you get a
Ones
piece
your
of
parents would
cabbage
plant in the garden.
tossed at you.
You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
I feel like whoever's in charge of, like,
Take your time.
the
I'll see you
Lord
back
at
in
the
class.
time would not want you to come back. Like, at that point, you're kind of just done for.
Patience as much. And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear
Salutations,
our
I'm
dragon-hide
back.
gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so
Trying to
much
get
to
through this a
offer.
bit quicker
I'm eager to
because I
learn
was a
more.
little late.
I'm glad.
So
Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well,
the
I suppose
pandemic
that's
never
everything.
happened.
Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my
That
new
would
students.
that would definitely be interesting. I would have actually had the other half of my school year, or my final school year.
To make anything,
You're gonna make
we
me
must
come
first
back in
understand
5 minutes.
That goes for
No.
plants as well as friendships.
New quest. Potions class? Okay, let's go to potions. Because we haven't done it yet. The pandemic wasn't like the worst thing ever, but like a lot of teachers expected students to actually care. Because for my my school at least, whatever you left with, your grade couldn't go below. So if you had a 90 in your class, you couldn't go below a 90. It didn't matter if you handed in nothing. You just, that was your mark. Unless you got above 90 or raised your grade, then it could go up. But it couldn't go below what you left at. So students just stopped attending the Zoom calls and stuff.
At this school. As fifth years, you will be
And then they
required
said
to
that,
reach
oh, you
new
have to at
heights
least
of both
participate, otherwise it
discipline
can go
and
below. So
intellect.
people would answer like 3 questions
You will begin this
on
term
whatever
by
sheet they were
brewing a
given,
Wigan
hand it in,
Well
and then walk
potion.
away. And it's like, oh, okay,
Mr.
cool.
Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
I mean, that potion I've been downing already, that I have like
Use a
6 or
strong,
8 of.
even motion when crushing your ingredients.
It says to use the right, but I
Please
used
be
the left.
meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Fair enough. I couldn't get enough people to play Among Us in my group. They were like, oh, do we have enough? And I'm like, yeah, we could probably go in with randoms. And they're like, no, we're not playing with randoms.
How to stir?
It's like, ah, okay.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yeah, too many.
Good. For the moment, you can find
It was
the
really
ingredients you need
popular
in my
for a
office.
while.
But in the
I mean,
future, you'll be expected to
it
provide
comes
your
and
own
goes
ingredients.
with
Some
like
can be
new maps and
harvested from the
updates
plants
that
you
they
grow in your
release, but
herbology class, and
I
rarer
feel like it's
ones can be
hot for
purchased.
like
Others, however,
maybe a
may be
week
harder
or
to
two,
obtain
and then it
and will
drops
require you to be a
for
bit
like a
more
month, and then it comes
resourceful.
back.
Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time
I
around.
mean, YouTube also takes like what you watch and tries to orientate your view
My parents considered keeping me home
to
from school
that,
this year
so
after the
it's
rumors
probably
that
just
I hear
suggesting
Professor Sharp
videos
say
it
that
thinks
you
I
have
might
permission
like,
to go into his office.
which is just YouTubers that have played it.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an
Yeah,
extraordinary
Among Us is
opportunity.
also a VR
You remember
game.
me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes, we met in
Play
the common room.
first person,
Anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurus potion.
and that
working on
was I've seen a
something
lot of
certain to
memes
be
about that, and it
spectacular.
looks hilarious.
I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather. As you'll
Fooper.
already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Huh.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Okay.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Oh, sure. Thank
Your
you.
potion should not be that.
Thank you for the Koopa. Can I just come back later in the game and give the teacher a Foopa feather? What am I looking for in here?
Revelio.
Oh, there's a chest. Let's just take some money. From Order Office. Okay. I'm just messing with all of his stuff now.
Precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Sure. I'm gonna be completely honest
Potions are two things that
with
cannot be
the
rushed.
teacher.
Have patience and be thorough.
I'm missing ingredients. Oh, wait. I'm Endurus, not... I'm dumb. 25 seconds. What am I gonna
now we add the
do?
mallow sweet, and that's odd.
Can
What's
I...
happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Sir, I trusted you.
Dragon's done. What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Fireworks, that's interesting.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I will...
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Was it? I'm sorry about that. I don't know what you... Yeah, no. Just
I'm
be
sorry,
honest.
Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As
I
for
have,
the work
sir.
you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various
fireworks.
ingredients,
Is there an
you
event
should
going
gain
on?
an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You
Oh,
cannot leave a hot
it's your
cauldron
neighbor.
simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Interesting.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Do they normally set off fireworks, or is it just...
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Oh,
I wish he talked about it more.
You got a frat house going on over there, I see.
Inspiration for the rest of term.
What? Am I supposed to go somewhere else? Oh, is that all the quests? Oh, okay, so it's... I thought it automatically selected it, but okay. They have kids? They're up this late partying on a school night? Or school out. Wait, no, you're saying exams, which means school is most indefinitely about to be out, so it might be a celebration of graduation or finishing exams, I guess. I could see that. Yeah, that's true, but you're not causing mayhem for other people that want to sleep.
You wanted to speak with me?
I mean, I am too, and I have work tomorrow.
I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
It's bad staying up, but if you start to hinder other people... Oh, in 2 weeks, okay.
I've had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact
I
warranted.
can't remember how long...
In which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see,
the breaks
we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor
2
Hecat's
months?
class, and, well, mine
2 month spring break,
unfortunately took the shape
and then
of
you go back to school.
Puffskein.
Oh, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of Puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly
so much dialogue.
so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What do I get from this?
What sort of plant should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
Well, that's not the question I wanted to ask.
Have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows?
What is this?
If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Alright, well, I guess let's
Very
go.
well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever
Someone
in
who's
your
scared
debt.
of puffkins, clearly. It's like the weakest nickname ever. Okay, I'm not doing that side quest right now. Just picked it up. I think in the next stream tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a lot of the side quests, but for now I want to get further into the main mission
Around
and
the
then
school for Zenobia's gobstones.
pick an entire stream to just do side stuff. And now we run. It's an amazing nickname. Alright, he should be very proud. No, he shouldn't. He should be very ashamed. I ran the complete wrong way. I mean, the puffkins don't look that terrifying. I heard them humming. I knew something was about to happen. I keep running past them without realizing or noticing that they're making noises. I want to catch them when they knock each other over. Such formalities. I don't know, what nickname would you come up with? I'm not good at on the spot nicknaming. Normally takes me a while. Where am I going? This way. I want my broom. I want my broom to be able to fly around. Very well, Sir Cag. Interesting. Oh, there's so much running. I think I get my broom soon. Or at least I hope. Email. All right. Email it is. How'd you end up getting that nickname? Oh, it's the... I thought something was running towards me.
It is good to... Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it.
Oh.
And I've cast magic I can't
Fair
otherwise
enough.
explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Glad
Good.
to hear it.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
All right. I guess that was that mission.
I beg your pardon. Dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I'm sorry. Jeez.
They must have
Yes.
come this way. Think!
We truly meet.
I've no idea
Thank
who it is
you,
you think
email.
I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to.
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You should never have come here. I refuse to be treated in this manner. You insolent! Time for that.
I just used all of my spells completely pointlessly. Levioso and Accio all at the same time.
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
You won't see anything. Oh.
I'm not going anywhere.
Whoa.
Find me himself.
There we go. I'm gonna remember to actually block.
You're easier to spot than an eruption. No, don't.
Ma'am, I did good, right?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Incendio.
Yeah, these guys kind of suck. They're not the good ones.
Are you all right?
I am,
Why are you
thanks in no
breathing
small
so
part to
deeply?
your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
A Discord server?
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm
To
studying
talk
some
in?
curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe
That
I
is
have
true.
just unlocked a crucial
I haven't really
clue.
been using
I
the
suspect
YouTube
that Mallow is an important component in getting the trials to
board
work.
as much as I should.
Versatile herb,
Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its
Yeah, I've been
symbol
thinking
in the
about
center.
looking into
That
using
started me
the
What if
The mallow suite is
the
meant to be
YouTube
placed at the center of the
dashboard
symbols.
thing or post board,
Would
and
you
it'll
care
go straight
do
to
the
my
honors?
account
We can see what comes of our little
or
hypothesis.
in my profile when you click on it.
I brought
And it'll
a
be
trunk
updated
chock
there
full
and
of
stuff
mallow
for
sweet with
like
me. It's just over there by my
community.
tent.
I've been thinking about actually going there and using
This trunk.
that way I can update if you know, like yesterday
I have the mallow suite.
I'm not able to stream for some
Now,
reason.
notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
What? Did you see that?
It would let me communicate with the community
What
a
should
lot
I do
more.
now?
That's for sure.
This is uncharted territory.
Merlin's beard! The flames make the pyre sink.
Yes, how beautiful!
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Woohoo, stop jumping. There you go.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now,
All right.
I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my note.
Good for you. Oh, I gotta wait for the quest to actually be done before I can do anything. And then I need to wait for it to give me the next quest, so I know where I'm going. Anything?
Sir Nicholas,
There
our
we
house
go.
ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Thank you. Hogwarts leg Essie. He put a gap between. Interesting. Interesting way of saying it. All right. This is probably where I'm going to be calling it. Pretty short. I was hoping to go for 2 hours, but
You there? Yes, you.
Unfortunately.
I wonder if you might come with me for a moment.
oh, it was laggy. That makes sense. Goodbye, email. I'll see you whenever you pop in next. For anybody else, if you enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing. See you all in the next one. Bye.